yes, we're some real best shores of you guys, and today I am going to show you how to generate your world in Minecraft. The new 1.8, here's the latest snapshot here. How to use the world generation. Okay, so as you can see, there's no realm thing here. So let's go to single player, create a world. Let's call it test one, test one. Now go to creative, and when you and then you press more world options. You press right here, and you go to right here where it says world type, and you press it a couple times until it says customized. Then you press customize, and this is where you customize your own world. This is a lot of customization options. Let's go to the first page here, and the sea level. Let's begin with the sea level. The sea level. Here I have opened Minecraft wiki. A maximum height of the ocean. So like how high the oceans or how low the oceans are. The strongholds, if it should like generate strongholds. This is mine shafts. If there should be mine shafts, it's pretty self-explanatory. Same with ravines. Then dungeon count. It's like, what does this mean? Okay, so this means that every how much the game is gonna try to generate a dungeon per every chunk. So if you put it on 100, there is a possibility that there could be a generated dungeon in every single chunk you go. So that's a lot of dungeons. So you could like customize how much time what the percentage is. Then water lake here is increases or decreases the rarity of water lake generation. Low values mean of a higher number of water lakes. So like same thing with the dungeon, but with water this time. Same here. Lava lake. If there should be like lava lakes here, then you choose the biomes if you want them all or like only a certain biome. If you go all the way to the end, it's gonna say all. So, or you could just pick what. And when you pick like let's say Mushroom Island Shore, is this biome is gonna be for the entire map. So you could mess around with that. Be aware of crashes because they happen time to time. Okay, river size. It increases/decreases the size of frequency of rivers. So while you get only rivers get only slight bigger by changing 2 points. You also get 3 times as many rivers as one. It's a marshland of the rivers and everywhere. At 5, you have large stretches of no water. So if you put it to 5 right here, you have a giant river, a giant like hill thing, but it doesn't have any water. Like where a river's supposed to go, but doesn't have any water. Then if you want caves, if you want villages, like if you don't want any caves, that's kind of weird, but I guess if you want to create a custom map or something, you could press no caves or yes caves. Same with villages, if you want any villages. Temples, those are things in jungles and deserts. Also dungeons, if you want dungeons. I thought we went through them. Oh no, if you want dungeons, so if you press dungeons no, you can't really use this. This is like not workable because it doesn't matter how high you put it, there's going to be no dungeons. So that should be a yes if you're messing around this. Water lakes, lava lakes, like you disable those. Lava oceans, those, I believe those are in Nether. And the biome size, how big you think the biome should be. Okay, so let's go to the second page. The second page is rarely pretty simple. I mean, right here it just gives you a bunch of ores like dirt and gravel and granite and I don't know how to pronounce that either. Coal ore, iron ore, gold ore, redstone ore, diamond ore, lapis lazuli ore. So look, if you put this spawn size, that's how much it's gonna spawn per chunk. So you could put 50 diamonds, and the max height and just put all these up, and so right when you spawn you're gonna see like a bunch of diamonds everywhere, like quadrillions. Same with, you could like put the rarity, so if you want like you really want to find diamonds, and like you put it to like 1, so it's like really hard to find. It's like 1 diamond per like a humongous map. So yeah, you can do the same thing with this. So like if you want a little bit smaller, um, let's go to something I could pronounce, granite. If you want like some more granite, like the max height, this is tires here. And yeah, you could just mess around with these, and let's continue to the next page. Okay, so let's continue to the next page. And okay, so it says experts only, experts users only, but you could mess around with this here. It is pretty complicated actually. The first one right here, I'm just gonna like try to tell you examples and stuff to make it easier for you guys to understand, cause I barely understand it. I mean, I understand it, but I barely understand it. Okay, so this x coordinate, x, it stretches your terrain, constantly making the terrain more smooth, larger values, and smoother terrain. So you want really smooth terrain, boom, there you have it, the smoothest terrain on Earth. Then this y coordinate, I keep calling them coordinates. This y thing here, you could make it more hilly. So if you do this with this up and this up, I believe your game is gonna crash. So let's put this all the way down. We're gonna actually, let's put it more hilly, you know, because we're just rolling that way. Then the Z, it stretches your terrain along the Z coordinate and making it more smoother along the Z coordinate. So that's left and right, and X is north and south. This west and east. Okay, then this one right here is the depth noise scale. It uh, it creates more various and like changes the height of your terrain. So this kind of goes along with this right here. Then this depth noise Z, it changes your terrain height. So like basically these guys go together right here. So if you want to make it more hilly, boom, game crash. There it is. Um, then the depth noise here. Let me find it in the Minecraft wiki. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it customizes the size of the random shapes and that appear in the world generation. So if you want to spawn a humongous giant like Tyrannosaurus Rex, there you go. No, I'm just kidding. It just creates more random stuff. Then let's continue to depth base size. Decides at which height the surface of the generation before anything else is manipulated. But unlike stretch effect, this gives the ground more manipulated. Be more manipulated. So I guess that's more like caves or something. Like it goes downward. I have no idea. Like literally, I got stuck on this one. I couldn't like get any info of it. Anyway, we're continuing to the coordinates scale. It is actually a horizontal stretch in the world. This affects the sharpness, which makes the differences of the terrain more strict. Increasing the value makes sharper edges, sharper, steeper hills. Increasing, so basically, it makes like more like pointy mountains. That's the easiest way to say it. Let's continue on to the height scale. It's a vertical stretch of the main world. This applies to the first run, Hales Mountains, and Game Makers, but no further changes. So it's not really changed. But this one is connected to this one, which is connected to this one, which is connected to this. So these boys kind of work together. Um, then we are continuing to the height stretch. Everything gets stretched but crushed more along the y-axis. It puts the terrain upward with similar and small with smaller values causing more extreme stretching. Did you guys understand anything what that meant? Not me. Upper limit. By the way, if I'm getting something wrong, just put it in the comments to help people out. You know, be a nice guy. Okay, makes the terrain more solid with more holes. This one right here, so you get more holes in your terrain and like caves. You know, like not really caves, but like holes. That's the easiest way to describe it. Continuing on, to lower limit scale. Makes the terrain. Did you just read that? Oh. Not this one, sorry. This one makes the terrain more like hillier, and this one make like hillier. Here, I could draw it like with my mouse, like this, and this lower one makes it like this, so it kind of makes like holes, you know. Anyway, we're continuing. Biome. Biome scale. Biome. No. We are going to biome depth weight. How much the biome is allowed to modify the base value, setting the heights up, meaning more various by biome while setting them to 0. The biomes will not change the landscape, but only the plants. So this kind of like planty-ish. Yeah. Let's put that a bit like, let's modify these, and I don't even know what I'm doing here. Just to give you guys a little look here when we're actually going to start up the terrain. Biome depth. Offset, how long the game takes to make a transition from a normal value to a modified ones in biomes. Larger values means the smoother transition over blocks. Someone's texting me. Okay, so this one right here is the scale weight. How much the biome is allowed to modify the base values, setting the weights up, meaning the various by biome, the variances. I'm terrible reader. By biome, while setting it to 0 makes the biome not change the landscape, only the plants. Didn't we just read that? I think we did. I don't know. Let's continue to the last one. This one is how long the game takes to transition from a normal one. It's the same thing. Anyway, let's continue to the next page. Okay, this next one is very, 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 very easy. I didn't even have to read anything off Wikipedia or anything. Okay, so basically what it does is see these numbers right here? Yeah, that's the same numbers right here, but a little bit different in this style. So look, we have 1,000 here, and it's set all the way back 1,000. Boom. If we put it all the way up, it's not 1,000 anymore. So basically, this thing right here is this thing, but like you just type in the numbers, except without like, if you don't like this moving thing right here, you just type in the numbers right here. Boom. We are finished. Let us create the world, but I will save the recording in case this crashes on me. Okay, I messed around with them. Let's go. I'll start recording.